Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So I want to talk about the Caps because I really enjoyed what they've done so far this offseason, and I want to let you guys know why in this video, kind of give you my expectations and what I expect out of this team. And so those are kind of some of the things you're going to see in this video. So we're going to start with the guys the Caps have brought in this offseason so far. The first one is Jordan Kyrou. They picked him up for the Blues in a trade for Connor McMichael. So a little bit about Jordan Kyrou is he's 28 years old. He's 6'1", 189. So he's not the biggest guy, but he's also not the smallest guy. And he's got about 4 years left on his contract. So we're going to have him for about 4 years. But just kind of recently in the 23-24 season, he had 31 goals, 36 helpers for 67 points. He was a minus 12 though, so 36 goals for him in the 23-24 campaign. And then in 24-25, he had 36 goals, 34 helpers, 70 points. He was a plus 23. So he had a really good season in 24-25. And then last year was a little bit of a down year for him. He had 18 goals, 28 helpers for 46 points and a minus 5 rating. So he's coming off a down year, but if he can just be a guy that can score, 30 goals for the Caps, that is really going to make a difference. Jordan Kyrou is a good player, and if he can do what he did in the 24-25 season and the 23-24 season, where he get to at least 30 goals, that is going to be a huge boost for the Caps. They also get right winger Alex Tuch. Now, this was kind of a sign and trade type deal. So they trade for him and they sign him to a contract. They sign him to an 8-year contract worth $10.5 million AAV. Now, Tuch is 30 years old and he's 6'4", 219. So he's a bigger guy. Tuch, 23-24, he had 22 goals, 37 helpers for 59 points, and he was a plus 9. And then in the 24-25 season, he had 36 goals, 31 helpers, 67 points. He was a plus 16. And then last season, he had 33 goals, 33 helpers, 66 points, and a plus 24. So he's coming off a really good season. And again, if he can also get you 30 goals, that is huge for this Capitals team. But I really like these additions of Jordan Kyrou and Alex Tuch. You needed to get goal scorers. You need to get top 6 guys, and they really got that. Chris Patrick did a really nice job getting both of these players. At first, when we traded away Jordan Kyrou, I was a little upset because I really liked Connor McMichael. But, it had to happen. Kyrou is a better player than Connor McMichael. Obviously, I love Connor McMichael. I got to watch him play in person in Hershey, and then he goes up to the Caps, and he's just such a fun player to watch. But Jordan Kyrou is a upgrade, and you have to admit that. And McMichael is a great player. The Blues are getting a good player in Connor McMichael. Connor McMichael will produce. He will. But Jordan Kyrou is the upgrade, and to get Jordan Kyrou here, he's only 28 years old. This is a really good move by the Capitals, and the fact that we're able to get Kyrou and Tuch is it's awesome. I'm really excited for this upcoming season just because we got those two guys. But we got more. We had the 18th overall pick in the draft. We selected forward Oliver Suvanto. He is 17 years old, 6'3", 209. So he's a big guy. Don't have any stats on him because obviously, he hasn't played pro yet. But Suvanto is a good pickup in my opinion, like his size, only 17 years old. And so give him a few years and hopefully he's a pretty solid addition for this Capitals team. They also picked up a guy from the Rangers. They got Johnny Brodzinski from the Rangers. He can play center and also right wing. Probably will play center for either the third or fourth line. He is 6'0", 206. They only got him for 1 year, so he's kind of a 1 year type guy. Some stats for you. So in the 23-24 campaign, he had 6 goals, 13 helpers from 19 points, and he was a minus 3. And then in the 24-25 season, he had 12 goals, 7 helpers, 19 points. He was a +6. Last season, he had 6 goals, 10 helpers, 16 points. He was a -1. So this is not a big point producer, but he definitely can produce a little bit. So I like this. I talked to a Rangers fan, and he told me that I'm probably going to like this player. And I like to hear that. Like, I like a guy that I'm going to like. And so hopefully he does some good things. Hopefully he's an aggressive player. I don't know too much about him. But I'm hoping he's aggressive. I'm hoping that he'll fight and stand up for his teammates. But yeah, this is a fine pickup in my opinion, and I'm excited about the season. Really am. We also got defenseman Justin Holl on a 1-year deal. I expect him to play in Hershey. Just don't think there's really going to be a spot for him in the NHL. We already have, so many defensemen up here. Guys like Rasmus Sandin, who obviously is hurt and will miss the beginning of the season, but you have guys like Matt Roy. You have guys like a Jacob Chikrin. You've got guys, right? And I'm excited about this team. The only thing that I'd say I'm a little concerned about is our defense. I think if our defense is fine, I think we're going to be a good team. And I'll kind of let you know why in just a little bit. But we also pick up defenseman Vincent Descharniers from the Sharks. We signed him to a 4-year deal worth $4.2 million AAV. He is 30 years old. He's a big dude. Didn't quite get his size, but he's a big boy, and so I like this move here. He, in the 23-24 season, he had 1 goal, 10 helpers for 11 points. He was a +3. Then in the 24-25 season, he had 0 goals, 3 helpers for 3 points. He was a -9. Last season had 1 goal, 6 helpers, 7 points. He was a +7. So this is a defensive defenseman. Vincent is not a guy that's going to provide a lot of offense. He is a defensive player, and so you can't expect him to score a lot. Like, again, the last 3 seasons, he has not scored 2 goals. And so maybe a new team he can, but he is not a offensive defenseman. He is a defensive defenseman, and that's okay. We already have a lot of offensive defensemen, like a Jacob Chikrin, like a Rasmus Sandin. Like, we already have that, and so to get a big boy that can stay back and be a lockdown defenseman is not a bad thing at all. We also get forward Josh Dunn. I believe he will most likely be in Hershey next year, so didn't really do too much studying with him, but I expect him to play in Hershey. If not, he'll make a team up in Washington as a bottom 6, but I think the Caps already have probably their team pretty much figured out, and so I don't expect him to be in Washington. I think he's a Hershey player. So subtractions for the Capitals, not for the Bears, just for the Capitals. Forward Connor McMichael went to the Blues. That was in the Jordan Kyrou trade. Forward Hendrix Lapierre went to the Penguins. That was in a trade for some draft capital. Defenseman Declan Chisholm went to the Devils for some draft capital. Defenseman Trevor Van Riemsdyk went to the Penguins in free agency. And then forward Brandon Duhaime went to the Maple Leafs in free agency. So those are the guys that we lost again. Connor McMichael to the Blues, Hendrix Lapierre to the Penguins, Declan Chisholm to the Devils, Trevor Van Riemsdyk to the Penguins, and Brandon Duhaime to the Maple Leafs. Those were the guys that we have lost. So my expectations for this year, I think this is going to be a really good hockey team. I am really excited to watch this team. We should be able to put the puck in the net. That's the bottom line. I'm sure you all have seen by now, but Alex Ovechkin is back. He is not retired. He is back for another year next year or this coming season. And I am pumped. I am so pumped right now. The guys we've added this offseason, we get Ovechkin back. Like, I'm really excited about this team. I think we're going to be a really good offensive team. My only concern is the defense. How is the defense going to be? I think you need a good defense. I think if the defense is good, I think this is a scary team that could definitely make a run. But if the defense is bad, that's going to be a problem. Goaltending-wise, we have Logan Thompson. In my last Caps video, I said we should trade Lindgren and bring up Stevenson. I don't know if they're going to do that. I think they should. I think Clay's a very capable NHL backup, and you don't want him to stay in Hershey and rot his career away. because again, he is good and ready to go in the NHL. So honestly, if I'm the Caps and I'm not bringing Stevenson up, I would trade him to another team and make sure he's playing in the NHL because he is ready to be an NHL backup. There's no doubt in my mind that he's not ready to be a backup. This guy is ready to be a backup, and he should get this opportunity. But Logan Thompson, Charlie Lindgren, that's a tandem. I would trade Lindgren and bring Stevenson up. I just don't think they're doing that, and they've kind of discussed it. They're not going to do that. And again, I don't fully agree with it because I think again Logan Thompson's your number one, but I think Clay Stevenson should be your number two. They're not most likely going to do that, though. So, again, I'm really excited. I think the only question that we need to have is how is the defense going to be? If the defense is good, this is going to be a really hard hockey team to beat. However, if the defense struggles and it's bad, this team is not going to be as good as we expect. However, this team should be able to put the puck in the net. Jordan Kyrou, Alex Tuch, these guys should be able to put the puck in the net. We have other guys, I look at a guy like Ilya Protas, who's going to play his first full season with the Caps next year. This team has got size, but they also have skill and talent. This team has experience, but they also have young guys that are ready to go. This is going to be a fun team to watch as long as everything kind of comes together and the defense is solid. If the defense is good, this is going to be a scary hockey team. However, if the defense is not good, then that's going to affect this team. Defense is important. I think all three phases of a team need to be good. The forwards, the defensemen, and the goaltending. They all need to be good. I think if you don't have something, if one of those positions is not good at all, I think that's a problem. All three of those positions need to be good. Not great, not perfect. They need to be good. And I think this offense is going to be one of the better offenses that we're going to see in the NHL next season. The defense, I don't know what to expect, I hope the defense is good. Goaltending, I think goaltending will be good. I'm excited to watch this team. I think that from the last video I made, I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. I want hockey to start up already. I didn't expect us to go out there and get guys like Jordan Kyrou and Alex Tuch. I thought maybe we'd get one big guy, but we got two of them. So, it's just the Caps have had a really good offseason. I know a lot of people were complaining when they saw how much we're paying Vincent Desharnais, but listen, if he can just help us win a championship, I'm okay with that. And yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm ready to go. This is going to be hopefully a really fun team to watch. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm pumped. I'm super excited about this season. This team should be one of the best teams in the NHL. They really should. They're going to be young. They're going to be experienced. They've got talent. They've got the players. You got to put it all together. I love our coaching staff. Spencer Carberry is a terrific coach. He got an extension, so I am thrilled and I am super excited to see how this team plays, how they start the year, how they end the year. I hope this is a tough hockey team to beat. I hope this team can make a run, and certainly I hope this team can win a Stanley Cup. I am super excited. I wish the season could start tonight, but I'm thrilled. I am pumped, and I'm ready to go, and just cannot wait to watch this team, to watch all these new guys, and just see what do all these guys bring to this hockey team, and see how can these guys make an impact with this hockey team. So I'm thrilled. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for this season. Couldn't be more excited. Chris Patrick has fired me up and got me ready, and I hope that all you Caps fans are ready too. This is going to be, I believe, a really fun team to watch this season. I really have high expectations. My expectation, honestly, is a playoff run. We should be a team that can make a playoff run with this group, with this talent. We should be a playoff team. We should be able to make a playoff run. Based off the paper I have in a roster, I think conference finals is where I think this team should be. I'm really excited. I think conference finals is very possible with the team that we have. Now, however, you need to show this on the ice. You can't just assume that, oh, we're going to be such a great team. You need to show this on the ice. And if you do so, this is going to be a really hard team to beat. And I'm really excited to watch this team this season to see how this team plays. But again, on paper, I think this is a Eastern Conference Finals type team. However, you have to translate that onto the ice. You have to really show it on the ice. And yeah, so I'm really excited for this year. Hopefully you guys are too. That's all I have for today's video. Thanks, guys, for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Take care. And let's go Caps. Peace.